Hi friends, welcome back. My name is Stacy and I am the chapter Conundrum. And today, my husband Jake and I want to talk about 10 books or starts of series that we want to buddy read.
And we are excited for all of these.
Yes, I don't
But
know.
what?
I don't know if they're going to happen this year, next year, the year after.
Yeah.
But they will happen eventually.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay. Let us know which ones you think we should prioritize as you watch.
Some of these we kind of are planning for next year, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So the first book that we're pretty excited about is Andrea Stewart's newest book, The Gods Below, which looks like the first book in a brand new series that she's making.
Yes.
And Andrea Stewart, if you don't know, is the author of The Bone Shard Daughter, the Drowning Empire trilogy, which I really liked. I loved book 1. And then book 2 and 3 were both pretty good. You kind of had mixed reviews.
Yeah, I
on
really
book 2
liked. Yeah, I really liked book 1, and then book 2 was not as great for me, and then book 3 was still decent, better than book 2, but not as good as book 1.
I'm interested to see just a brand new series. I have no idea what this is about. I didn't really look up a synopsis, but I'm anxious to get more Andrea Stewart.
Do you think we're reading it in September when it comes out, or are we going to wait until there's more in the series out to read it?
We have a lot planned for this year, so we might have to push it. But I wouldn't be mad about reading it.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see if it fits in our schedule. So the next series that we want to buddy read is Dungeon Crawler Carl. And this we've heard tons about from our friends, especially people over on Andrew and Nico's Wizardly Reads or Wizardly Duo Discord.
And also Ian, the reader, has
Yes.
been reading it with his brothers and has been very much enjoying it.
Yes, and it sounds like it's going to be something right up my alley already.
Not necessarily maybe up my alley, but apparently it's also very funny, and I really like funny books, so this should be pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to buddy read it together.
And we kind of have a loose idea of maybe doing this next year over on the Book of Stormer Discord as a big read-along.
Yeah, so let us know if you'd be interested in that, or if you'd rather us prioritize one of these other series as a read-along.
So the next one I have here is probably the one that I'm the most excited out of all of these, potentially, and that would be Baby Teeth by Zoe Stage, which is one of my all-time favorite horror books. We're going to be rereading this in August in preparation for the sequel for this called Dear Hannah. And I could not be more excited because, like I said, one of my favorite horror books, and it kind of ends in a way where there could be a sequel potentially, and she's coming out with one, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I also enjoyed Baby Teeth back when we read it, so I am eager to see how the sequel holds up.
I'm excited.
So next up is one that I'm really excited to get to, and that is The Company by KJ Parker. So we recently, I think last summer, buddy read The Hammer, and I liked it a lot. Jake liked it.
It was all right.
Yeah, but I'm eager to check out The Company because The Hammer actually references The Company, so I'm assuming it's like in reference to stuff in this book.
And I'm actually more excited to read this one. This was my kind of initial attraction to KJ Parker. Like, this is the one that I originally wanted to read first, but I don't know why we read The Hammer first.
Because I hijacked your plans. Probably.
As per usual.
Yeah, what else is new?
But yeah, this one, the premise, I think, sounds more up my alley than what The Hammer was, so I'm definitely more excited to read this one. So this next series is one that I've already read, but I'm eager to reread it, and you've read the first book, but you haven't read the rest of the series.
If this is what I think it is, I've read the first book twice.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm talking about the Gentleman Bastards series, and the first book, of course, being The Lies of Locke Lamora, hence the book that you've read twice already. And you're going to read it a third time.
Yep. So I sillily reread the first book in prep to continue with the series, and then I hit a massive slump and it didn't happen. So here we are again.
And I'm interested to see what you think, because some people think that, the first book is by far the best, and then the sequels aren't as nearly as good. For me, all 3 books are fantastic 5-star reads, so I'm anxious to see what you think.
Okay.
I think they're very good.
Do we know when the new novellas for this series comes out?
They were supposed to come out a while ago. I don't know what's going on.
So the next series we want to buddy read is The Lost War by Justin Lee Anderson. I think it's the Evelyn Saga. not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure I'll figure it out when I get going into the series. But this was the winner of Spiffbo 6, I think. And I have only heard good things about it since.
I really don't know too much about it, but the stuff that I'm reading back on the back here, the war is over, but peace can be hell. Demons continue to burn farmlands. Violent mercenaries roam the wilds, and a plague is spreading. The country of Iden is on its knees.
Oh, I said that as Edelin, but maybe no, it's Eden. Maybe Eden, Iden. I don't know.
It's
We'll figure it
fantasy
out.
names. It doesn't matter.
I'm sure we'll figure it out if we get the audio.
But we're both excited to check it out.
Yes.
So the next one that I'm going to talk about here is by Bradley P. Bulio, which we both read, Song of Shattered Sands, one of my all-time favorites, and you also really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He actually has an older fantasy trilogy that came out before Song of Shattered Sands, which I'm now realizing I don't know the name of. But the first book here is called The Winds of Kalikovo. And yeah, it's a trilogy. Like I said, it's a trilogy that he wrote before Song of Shattered Sands. That's not nearly as popular, but I'm interested to see what this is all about.
Me too. So next up, you've heard me mention this in one of our other recent videos, and that is The Traitor God by Cameron Johnston. And this is a duology that I've been wanting to read and buddy read with you.
I'm excited. You know why I'm the most excited?
Why?
Because it's only 2 books.
That's the only reason.
I didn't say it's the only reason, it's the main reason.
Baby.
But it does sound exciting.
Yes.
But yes, I actually don't really know too much about it. Do you know if it's supposed to be like kind of dark fantasy?
I think it's like pulpy dark fantasy, or at least that's what Narsil would describe it as.
Okay, Narsil really liked it.
Yes.
This next one that I'm going to talk about is a long, epic fantasy series that I've already read and really like. One of my all-time favorites. You've read this author before, but you have not dipped your toes into this magnum opus.
Yes, and you want to reread it because you want to every few years.
Yes, I don't know if it'll be next year per se, but eventually down the line, I want you to start The Dark Tower by Stephen King. And yes, this is one of my favorite fantasy series. I've read it twice all the way through now. And you've read Stephen King before and have mixed opinions. Your favorite is Dolores Claiborne.
Naturally.
Yeah. And I don't know if you're going to like this, but I'm so curious.
Okay.
I'm so curious.
I did say I would jump in on a buddy read with you when you are ready for your reread.
Maybe 2026, 2027.
We'll figure it out. And the last series I want us to buddy read is The Black Iron Legacy by Gareth Ryder Hanrahan. So I've read this book, book 1, but I need to reread to continue the series, and I think he's going to be very interested in it. So I want him to jump in and buddy read it with me.
Why do you think I'm going to like it?
I've already told them in our most recent video of the 10 books I want my husband to read. So if you haven't checked that out, go check that out. But I think because it's a fantasy horror blend, first of all, which you like both genres, and this has very unique elements in it that you will not have seen done before. So I think it'll be interesting to get your reactions.
And we do have a tentative plan to also do a read-along for this next year on the Bookish Drummer Discord, which we might change the name of, by the way.
It might be happening. We'll see.
Okay.
What are we, the Bookish Conundrum?
No, the Drummer Conundrum.
The Drummer Conundrum? Okay.
Let us know down below which one you like better. Bookish Conundrum or Drummer Conundrum. Also, if we do Drummer Conundrum, there's the word drum in both words, which I think is funny.
Okay. Well, let us know what you like more down below. So that was it for the 10 books or series that we want to buddy read in the next little bit, or the next year and a bit, or 2 years and a bit.
Or 10.
Not 10. Goodness, no. Let us know down below which series or book you think we should prioritize, and if you're interested in hopping on the buddy read train with us, let us know that too.
And which ones would you potentially want to do next year?
Yeah.
We're probably not going to do any of these this year.
Except for maybe the new Andrea Stewart and the Zoe Stage.
Yeah, but like long, or even like trilogies or long series, it'll have to wait till next year.
Yeah, we're pretty booked up this year.
Or the year after that. Or the year after that.
No.
Or the year after that.
No. You're silly. Anyways, Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and remember to hit like and subscribe on your way out. Bye.